Hey, Soul Family. Bea and I are up on Sugarloaf. She's exhausted because we ran into her bestie, who is an absolute complete spaz. And it's so funny because Glenn, her owner, said, Ellie thinks that she's the boy. And so it's giving me a huge loud message just in itself. But I got a deck. I stopped to get cat grass and catnip for my babies at the pet store. And I call her my friend. We haven't even met physically, but the Time Machine, which is a schoolie bus that's hanging out here for a while in Sedona, she was parked there. So I parked next to her and I thought, well, maybe I'll see if she's there. And then I noticed this sign, and it's a new shop that's opened, and it's called the Dragon's Eye or the Dragon something, the Dragon something. And I'm like all about dragons. I am a dragon, and there's a lot of dragon energy around me. So I went in, and the lady was just leaving, and I said, oh, you're closing? And she goes, no, I was just going to take a walk. I can open for you. So she opened the store for me, and I went in, and I bought a deck. And it's really cute. It's called, I only have one hand, so you're going to have to work with me. The Universal Folk deck. And there were several decks that I was looking at, and I heard this one. So I want to do a reading with you guys. I got to make it quick because it's kind of getting chilly. And Bea's exhausted. Like, seriously, when she gets together with her bestie, they lose their minds. She literally ripped her leash right out of my hand. And I mean, if a car had been coming, it wasn't a good thing. It wasn't a good thing. So she's now exhausted, so that's good. Look at the front. I think these are nuthatches. I'll have to ask my Uncle Phil, but they're beautiful. I love this color combination. All right, so items to choose from. Oh my goodness, let's do this fast. I don't have any bracelets on, so we're just going to do rings. Raw ruby, moonstone, and rhodochrosite. Look at the unicorn. Can you see it? It looks like a horse, but I call it a unicorn. We're just going to do the 3 today, okay? For those who chose the ruby, and I like spirit to pick it, quick for neutrality on all levels. You know the little cat that I didn't rescue it. My friends had a cat dropped off that was found in Keyhole Cave. It was rescued and brought in. It was starving. Sweetest little thing in the world. And it was picked up by the owner, who is a homeless person. And I guess he just got loose again. This one. He was caught he was in a harness, and he's out. So he's out here, which is really sad. I'm like, you can't keep a freaking cat in a harness. It keeps getting away. Maybe there's a better idea. So right now, for those who chose, God, there's a lot going on here. Look at the suspicion. That's interesting. It could be I'm aware, because our third eye is highlighted. This is, I need to know what bird this is. Bea, whatever it is, leave it. Uncover, dowsing, pendulum, answers, integrity. See, the first thing that I saw when I looked at this was somebody suspicious of something, or they're not quite sure of what they, maybe somebody has told you something, and I would never take other people's opinion for a situation. I would observe it, right? I know it. I've got it in my back of my mind, and then I'll uncover it for myself. So pendulum and answers. What is the integrity of this? So a revelation needs to be, or is about to be, or has been uncovered. Something sneaky here. Spirit says, take a look at the big picture. There's a lot going on. When you look at the full moon, the moon casts shadows, which means it can make things look different than they are. It lightens things up, but not everything. So it could be that there's some things that have not been brought to light, or that you're not seeing yet. What I'm looking at flying by, this is a woodpecker. And I'm seeing a woodpecker. So woodpecker talks about opportunities and the knocking, but they make noise, right? They allow you to see they draw your attention. It's based, so something has drawn somebody's attention, or you. I shared something this morning that Spirit uncovered, and I put it out there, and I'm hoping that it helps somebody. So if a decision that needs to be made, well, the totem, the woodpecker is talking about there's an opportunity knocking. Well, I'm going to look at my little travel trailer tomorrow. It's also telling you balance, right? Right here, pendulum is but going back and forth. So you need to strike a balance. I'm looking at these things going across, right? That's an equal balance. It's an even balance. So how do you balance your intuition and what your mind is telling you? Because sometimes things that you think aren't necessarily what your intuition, your gut tells you, right? It may be that you need to know some information, so call on the spirit of the woodpecker and say, I need to know, show me. Is this the opportunity? Is this the information? Pack it out for me. Give me a clue. Is this a yes? Is this a no? I just saw movement on the mountain. I'm watching for this little kitten, and I just saw movement on the mountain. So be aware, right? It could be Looking at mushrooms too. Mushrooms, sometimes they're good for you. Sometimes they're psychedelics. Sometimes they're deadly. Look at him holding on to that little pine. What is this? A little acorn? Acorn by a string. The acorn's hanging by a string. The acorn is, I also think of the green man of the forest. I call him my acorn man. So there's messages. There's a lot of messages that are coming here. I'm looking at moths, not butterflies. Or are they moths or are they bees? It depends. They can be those little tiny moths that flutter around during the day, or they can be bees. Bees say get busy and get after the honey. And also sweet victory. Moths are, again, an illusion, right? So it could be that there's something in this toadstool because they're red. Don't overlook them. Look, they're standing out for a reason. She's wearing them in her hat. So there's something about these toadstools, something unassuming. It's all around, but don't overlook it. There might be something there that you need to look at. Maybe you need to use a pendulum, a dowsing rod, a crystal, whatever, like, or this reading in order to make a decision, right? There could be news on the horizon coming because, remember, an opportunity is coming. This one's on the move. This one's listening. This one's waiting and wondering and asking questions, and that one's on the move. There may be a message. That may be the message. This is you waiting and wondering, asking questions, and someone's on the move. So something about integrity is highlighted as well. So 3, there's the number 3 again. 9, 10, 11, 12. 1 and 2 is 3. Spirit said 3 is a very important number for me right now. Full circle completion, higher self, and spirit. It's a very high, powerful goddess energy. So Spirit says, before you act, do this. I like to observe. It keeps me from getting in trouble. Don't shoot your mouth off. Watch. Be the observer, right? Find out the bigger picture and be mindful of the ones that maybe are involved or who you're getting information from. Remember I said somebody might be talking about somebody or may have said something, and you want to take in all the facts, right? You're the judge. So ponder over it and then go within. And then use all the resources that you have before you take any action of any sort. So they're telling you pendulums may be a very powerful tool for you at this time. I like this deck. Hard to hold this phone with my knees. My knees are aching. She sees something that she wants to go investigate. Correct for neutrality. Maybe that, right? You may be wanting to investigate something. Can I put this here? And just rest it there so I can do this, because I don't want to hold it in my knees. That was hard. Correct for neutrality. For those, so that was for the ruby. Next we do the moonstone. For those who chose the moonstone, Spirit, can you pull it, please? I love the way these cards feel. When I do my deck, and I know I've been saying it forever, but when I do I turn that over for a reason. The ancient ones, culture, roots. So the ancient ones, oh, look at the lynx. Actually, it's not a lynx. Is it a serval? That's a badass cat. Can you see it? Oh my God, I'm talking about it. You're probably not even seeing it. But it came up for... So I'm connecting with the ancient ones, just sitting my arse down here right now. Anyway, when I do my deck, this is the size cards I want to use, and this is the card stock. It feels great. For those who chose the moonstone, man, you guys, check it out. It was like totally sunny and warm. And I took my other sweater off, and I thought, oh, you got a couple of t-shirts on, you're good. Brr. Okay. Sorry. Sorry, I know. Correct neutrality. For those who chose the moonstone, please show me the truth. I'm always asking for clarity. I asked for clarity last night in regards to something that I watched. Compassion. Oh, I love this. This is beautiful. And there's healing. That comes up too because it's just, I love this. Let's look at the pictures. I'm going to show it to you because it, for some reason, it was highlighted to me. Let me see if I can put this down without dropping these everywhere. I love these cards. See, I looked at these 3 different decks, and they were, I think they were too heavy duty. My girlfriend Serenity and I, we have a different way of, the way we choose our decks. She's really deep. Everything is really deep. And I'm like, I like to read the pictures. So I want to have some pictures that are beautiful and that speak a lot. I'm a reader. I read the rocks, I read the mountains, I read the pictures, right? So the other decks they could have had some really, depth of information, but this is more my speed. I like looking at this. So the first thing that came out was compassion. And I see that she's got scars on her cheek. And she's hiding her face. So be compassionate with yourself. This is about nurturing and loving yourself, giving back to you. That's the first thing that I see. Because she's either been hurt or she's carrying wounds. She could be hurt at this time. The rabbit. I'm late for a very important date, but I'm stalling. Why? Because of wounds, because of fear. Over here, a healing is taking place, or maybe a healing is needed. Cleansing, hydrate. I need water. I left my water in the car, and I totally know. I get it. So, see, they are moths. Remember I said they could be bees or moths? Those are daytime moths. Moths are drawn to the light. They're not the same as a butterfly, though. So, let me put this down again. I'm gonna... Hold on a second. I'm going to use my knees again to hold my phone. See, you don't understand, I'm on the edge of a cliff and I'm trying not to fall off, see, and hold the phone. So, then the compassion. So, first of all, the compassion, the number is 31. So 3 and 1 is 4, which means there are angels all around you. You're completely guided, protected, and loved. There's no reason for fear, but she looks fearful to me. She looks like she's concerned. Now, this can be a male energy or female energy. And she's got a victory sparrow in her hat. So a victory sparrow, the thing with sparrows is they're often overlooked. They're nondescript little birds. They don't have any bright, vivid colors, but they can survive anywhere. Anywhere in the world, and they are literally called the victory sparrow. They are the pet of Aphrodite. There's fertility here as well. So... if there's angels all around you and you've got no reason for fear, what would happen? What would you do if you could let go just a little bit of whatever this is? So they want you to first start with yourself, but they want you to extend your love and compassion to all living beings as well. The goddess of spring has to do with this rabbit. That's the fertility, the egg, the rabbit, right? You stay. You're good where you are. She sees one of her dog friends down. So, compassion, they're asking you, what different ways can I extend compassion? Maybe we're talking to this little rabbit. This one's hurting. This one's feeling not so great about themselves. They're beautiful. They've got a beautiful hat. They've got beautiful clothing. But they're carrying scars and they're hiding part of themselves. So is there any way that you can extend your compassion? Be the one today. Like in a world that you can be anything, be kind. Allow yourself to be kind. Allow maybe forgiveness to happen. Maybe somebody did something. Maybe that's why they're hiding their face. I'm embarrassed. I'm ashamed. I feel bad. Whatever it is, Spirit says, and maybe this is just you. Forgive yourself. Maybe you're carrying around wounds from the past that don't even belong, right? Again, with the fertility, this is talking about being able to multiply quickly. So if you are spreading love and good feelings, it's infectious. I've often said I infect a room with positivity. That's my plan, right? So do what you can so that compassion can take root and grow everywhere you go. Ooh, whenever I rhyme, that's highest self speaking always. So our neighbor is walking past with Bea's little friend. So I'm hoping she doesn't see him because I don't have her on a leash. You need to stay here, Bea, okay? Watson is his name. You stay up here. I think they're too close to us. So the other card about healing, this is right now, Spirit is saying it would be a good time for you to be around water, drink water, take water in, take healing baths. This is about emotional well-being. Stay here. Stay here. Water is what makes things grow. Here I am seeing the victory again with the fleur-de-lis. Stay. 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 Oh my God, this is a test. There are freaking dogs off leash right here. Bea, stay. Stay. This is a huge test. I'm very impressed. Stay. 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 Good girl. Stay. Hi. Stay. This is the biggest test in the world. There's dogs off leash and she's not allowed to go. Stay. Oh, Watson. Sorry, you guys. You're part of it. It's live. This is what you get. Look at him. Isn't he cute? He's super cute. Okay, you stay. I'm sorry, Bea. Why does this have to happen right during the reading, right? And now they're getting to play and she's not. Oh. So basically water is a healer, and Spirit says use it to cleanse and purify. I'm going to let her go. They're all talking, and I'll bring her back up in a second. So our last message, I'm going to have to move along since we really are only supposed to get 2 messages anyway. Correct for neutrality on all levels. Correct for neutrality. I know, I let her go. I figured they're all hanging, so I'm not going to make her stay. Correct for neutrality. For those who chose the rhodochrosite, I think it's rhodochrosite. Rhodonite, rhodochrosite. I think it's rhodochrosite. Correct for neutrality. Correct for neutrality on all levels. For those who chose the rhodochrosite. Oh wow, come on, Spirit. Message. For those who chose the rhodochrosite. For those who chose, I don't know why it's not coming out right now. Come on. For those who chose rhodochrosite. 1. Come on, Spirit. I'm wondering if that second card was for the 3rd ring. Oh, there it is right there. Echoes, ancient. Oh, isn't that interesting? That was the one that popped out first. So parrot is talking about using your speech. They're colorful, they're outspoken. This one is about your intuition and balance. Bea, come on. Up. Bye. Come on. Come up, Bear. Good girl. Good girl. So connecting to the ancient ones. Culture, customs, roots. She's got that look, right? Like, I don't know. So I'm getting a lot of messages here. One message is that we sometimes do things because that's our culture. That's the way we were raised. That's what our parents thought, right? I was raised as a Jehovah's Witness. I don't do anything, according to them, the right way. I do it my way, which is not being in a cult, right? So my culture and my customs and my roots, I uprooted. Now there's a lot of things that I learned from my time as a Jehovah's Witness that were very valuable, but I'm not following their traditions and their cultures, right? I pay more attention to the ancient ones and the echoes that I hear from my past lives and the ones that I connect with now. So right now, that's the strongest beat because we're changing this world. We're connecting to the land, to the ancient ones, to the masters. And right now, Spirit says, this is a time for ancient healing, ancient like customs, roots, like using crystals, using drumming comes to mind. This is all very healing, right? This one, she's talking about, okay, well, I was raised this way, and but there's much more. There's more that came from before. So I am a culmination of everything that I've ever learned. And that means my past lives too, because I'm being taught and as I remember, right? And my ancient ones are teaching me now. So Ocelot, that's what this is, an Ocelot. I couldn't remember, it was driving me crazy. So Ocelot Totem is going to be a message. I'll add it with this video. And this is a parrot, but it's not a macaw. It's more like a parakeet. It's a smaller one. So that could be a message as well. But it talks about language because this is a kind of bird that can learn a language, right? Using your words. Being curious, as I said with this one, right? Feathers connect to the ancients. They always use them in their oh God, I'm seeing my goddess right now. I wonder, I can't. I'm going to zoom you. I'm going to point you up to the goddess, and I want to see if you guys can zoom in yourselves and see her. See the great lion, and the squirrel is up on his back. The cat and the dog are sitting, there's the dog, the golden retriever, or like Bea, sitting right there. And then there's a cat in front. There's another little squirrel that's standing over there. But leaning on the front of the lion's head where the big mane is, that's the goddess. So I'm connecting, I see them all over the place here, all the ancient ones, right? So you think about the feathers and the adornment and the connection to the sky gods, right? Because of the feathers. The avian messengers. She's wearing, where did my card go? I thought I dropped it. What is she wearing besides that? Well, she's wearing my soul color. She's wearing turquoise. Turquoise is my soul color. For me, for you, I don't know. I gotta put my phone down here. So for turquoise, for blue is communication. So this is communication with the avian messengers, right? Communication with the ancestors, communication with her highest self and her past lives and her guides. Gold is your sacral chakra, your seat of motivation and your sexual energy. green, malachite. These are malachite, healing, right? Green is healing. Anything to do with green is heart chakra. So it might be that you may be, there's a lot of history, a lot of energy, there's a lot going on here. A lot of information. You may be drawn towards archaeology, ancient, Inca, native, customs, old rituals, old ways of doing things. It's about, what did I say? A combination of everything I've ever known, right? Bringing it all together and seeing how it works for you. Not a custom or a cult, right? This is everything I've learned from them, from me, from the ancient ones. I'm bringing it all together, and I'm seeing what is it that I can use from all of these in the highest good for myself and for others. I am a creator, and I'm an adventurer. I'm always seeking, learning knowledge. I want to know. I'm always asking questions. I'm asking for clarity. So seek, but don't be attached to the outcome. Just be aware, be open. These ones are all alert. They're all very alert to what's going on. So don't be attached to the outcomes, the opinions, or even the revelations that come. Everything that happens, everybody that we connect with, and everything that we connect with, and every experience lends something to us. Gosh, I'm tired. Lends something to us as far as knowledge and learning, right? There's a reason we meet people. There's a reason for everything. And I said to one of my clients this morning, pay attention to the smallest things. Why were you drawn to that? So when you look at this, what draws your attention? The things that were named were turquoise, malachite, ocelot, and parakeet. For me. So those crystals, turquoise and malachite, communication and healing, and healing of the heart, feathers connecting, pay attention to the messengers, like we said, the woodpecker, right? Woodpecker says an opportunity is knocking. These are bright blue feathers. This is like, pay attention. You're not going to miss this, right? So when I say to spirit, show it to me, light it up for me, don't let me miss this opportunity that's knocked out by the woodpecker. If they show up like that, I'm not going to miss it. You can literally ask spirit, whatever this is, decorate it in turquoise. Show it to me in turquoise. When I see the color turquoise, I'll know. That's a yes, that's a no, whatever. When I see an ocelot, I'll know. Don't say it out loud. Say it in your heart. I love this deck. It was my present to me today, and to you as well. So I hope you enjoyed it. I'm getting actually quite chilly. My girl's tired, and she's gotten to see her friends, and she's been a really good girl. Yeah, you're a really good girl. Yeah. And we're going to go now. We're going to go. So if you enjoyed this, please click the like button and the subscribe button, and so you'll be notified. I don't do readings as much as I used to. If you know anybody that would benefit from this, share it. Not much hope here. My website is www.theangelswhisper.com, and my email address is sherrycolumbus@yahoo.com. If I could help you with a private reading or a healing or anything else, I would be honored to work with you on behalf of your highest self and spirit as well. I am a channel. I'm a medium. I got all the clairs. I've got a lot of gifts that spirit has blessed me with, and my job is to uplift and encourage and promote happiness and peace. That's my job, so I can help. I'm a really good cheerleader. So take care. Have a great day. Love you.